I wrote some stuff here yesterday. Let's read somewhat. Let's read some of the stuff that I wrote here. I want to fall into a blank. Okay, I'm not gonna read that one. Wait, no, this is on. Yeah, here we go. This is it. Bringing the body and system to more ease so that you can perceive more life. Bringing the body and system to more ease so that you can perceive more life. You can never make up the mind. I do not know is a living reality. Choose a character and what you want to do, or what you want to be. Choose a character and what you want to be. So I said, bringing the body and system to more ease so that you can perceive more life. And I guess that's really just what it is at the end of the day. Like, when your mind is constantly, not necessarily your mind, but when your awareness is constantly getting drawn into many different things, YouTube here, what this person's doing here, what I'm gonna do here, this, that, and the third. When your when your awareness constantly fluctuates between these different things, like, oh, this, that, and the third. You know, when your body's agitated, inflammation, inertia in the body, when all these things are just constantly moving in many different directions, you can't really perceive, or you can't really be at ease, and you can't really perceive what life really is. And a big example of this is that when you're a kid, you come in a little bit more pure than everybody else. You haven't picked up as many things from the world, so you tend to be more happier as a child. But when you get older, you tend to start, you know, grabbing onto all these different things, and your body starts to become more the system that you have, the body, the mind, starts to pick up more inertia, and you're less happy. In order to get happy, you need to do something completely different, right? You can't do something simple and be happy. But when you were a kid, it was something as simple as playing in the park, which was the entire universe to you. It was a galaxy in the park. Because you didn't pick up many things of what you thought you knew life was. You looked at something with a brand new sight and not old memories. So when you bring the body to ease, you bring the system to ease, the body and the awareness to a still ease, the inertia goes down, and you get to experience more of like what it's like being a kid. That's just a fact. So that's just the reality of the situation. That's why they do meditation and breathing exercises and certain yoga postures and asanas, because this brings the body to a certain level of ease, which allows you to perceive and get closer to what it's like to being a newborn kid. A newborn kid, but with an awareness of an adult. It's essentially what it is. And I said, you can never make up the mind. You can never make up the mind. Like, no matter what goal you have in your mind, it's just a temporary, fleeting thing that will never be a constant reality. It's something that you, in order to keep it alive, you really have to maintain it with your own conscious will and effort. But it's not something that you'll always arrive on and say, this is the end of life, because there's no such thing. Because the being who you really are is not an identity. It's not the body. It's not the mind, not anything in the mind. It's something more greater than that has like no mind, no attachment to it. So it's not even possible to stay in something for so long, because it's just like putting a suit on. You know, it's gonna get dirty, it's gonna wear away. You need to like wash it, and you need to like maybe get another suit, because it won't last that long. Essentially that's what like careers are and shit like that. It's basically suits that you buy. Some could be more expensive than others, and some have better stitching than others, depending on how you stitch the career in your mind's eye, and how you wash it. And then sometimes you have to let it go and buy a new version of the suit, which is still similar, you know, because you're always evolving. But like, it will never be a constant. The only constant is who you really are, which has no identifications of anything. And you're using this you, which is in boundless state of infinity, to become aware of something limited, which is why you're experiencing life as a quote unquote individual limited perspective of being a human being on planet Earth and shit like that. So the mind can never make up its mind. I do not know, is it living around? Yeah, I mean, you don't know at the end of the day. Even me spewing this out, it's like there's always going to be I don't know constantly knocking at your door. So that's that. And then last thing I want to say is choose a character who you want to be. In life, in society, in this world, especially in America, you kind of have to choose a character. Otherwise, you will not operate in society. Like, you have to choose a character. So choose the qualities of a character that you'd prefer. Is he nice? Is he kind? Is he capable of doing great things if he wants to? Even just sitting down in meditation, are you capable? Are you a capable human being? That if you put your mind to something, are you capable of doing it? Are you capable of doing it efficiently and with the best intentions that you've consciously chose? So place everybody's a character. They call it character, your character, which is basically your personality, your character. That's what they call it. And then they tell you that your actions act like actions, which is basically like a character, actions. You're a character and you're performing actions. You're basically a fake person. You know you're acting. Everybody knows they're acting. So choosing the right. So basically the society is just choosing a character and acting a certain way. Choosing whatever character you want. You don't have to be the character you grew up with, like that society placed on you. You can be your own character. But the character who you are will never be, it would always be something you gathered from the world, because that's just how the world works. It's a memory thing. Who you are could be something much greater, but the character you operate in the world with is a fixed thing. It's not something that can be boundless. The boundlessness comes from a state that's not physical, so it's just not possible. But if you want to operate in society, you must choose a character and you must act the way you want to act. That's basically it. And the character just comes from within. You're just creating a character within yourself. That's basically all I wanted to say, yeah.